Best scene, crazy pill. Fade in, interior, unknown room, night. Olivia, 27, examines herself in the mirror, everything else out of focus. There's something verging on savage in her expression. Her hair's a mess, she's out of breath, she holds a knife. Her hands and face are covered in blood. She looks down at her fingernails, which are caked with blood.
I used to be so afraid that I was some kind of monster.
She looks back at her reflection. Cut to black.
Hmm.
An alarm beeps. Interior, Olivia's room, morning. Olivia, now without a spot of blood on her, wakes to find her mother, Alice, 63, hovering over her. Bed.
I need to get a new place.
Interior, therapist's office, day. Olivia sits in front of her therapist, Brooke, 35.
I told her, I said, don't do that hovering thing. She keeps doing the hovering thing. I said, no breakfast,
You use those words?
Interior, Olivia's house, morning. Olivia sits at a table that's been set with expert precision. Her father, Henry, 64, sits reading the newspaper, unaware of the scene he's a part of. Olivia looks down at the food in front of her, and the spoon right next to the bowl of oatmeal with elaborately, expertly cut berries adorning the top.
Thank you, Mother. I appreciate your efforts. However, I do not believe that I, as an adult,
Olivia looks at her mom, eyes all pleading.
You don't like the food I made? Do you want pancakes instead? What do you want?
Olivia continues to stare at her mother, then stuffs a spoon into the oatmeal and then into her mouth. Olivia nods and smiles. Her mom smiles back. Interior, therapist's office, back to the scene.
the point isn't what I said or didn't say. The point is that I can make my own breakfast. I don't need to be reverted into some child.
Yeah, sounds tough.
Thank you.
So, you're moving out?
What?
You just said...
I said how controlling my mom is. I didn't... What?
So why don't you make a change and try a different living situation?
I wasn't suggesting I was... Where am I going to live? A hole in the ground? Here? Can I even live alone? Isn't that... That's a bad idea. I mean, right?
You can.
And what other job would I get? I dropped out of college after the psych ward and the crazy pills.
Crazy pills?
The pills I take are for crazy people. Crazy pills.
You're not...
Forget it. New subject. I got a new shampoo. I really like it. Well, my mom technically got it for me. Didn't mean to bring up my mom again. The shampoo. It's very foamy.
Brooke sits back in her chair.
All right, let's just talk about the shampoo then.
Olivia nods. She thinks of something to say. Nothing. Beat.
I can't move it.
Why not?
Olivia rubs at her right wrist with her finger. She shrugs. Beat.
It's, for the past couple of years, I haven't been sure I wanted to be alive for a portion of it. Making a decision that big seems... I don't want to risk getting bad again, I know I'll get bad again one day, and what if I'm alone when I get bad and do something I regret? Again, I can't even trust when I feel happy. If it's the illness coming back, or medication, or side effects from them, or if it's really me, or if any of it's normal. How could I move out when I can't even know something basic like that? And people would they'd laugh at my face at a job interview. Only worked for my dad. Come on. And what would my parents say if I just left town and lit out for the territories?
Olivia gets lost in thought, laughs at the idea, then slowly falls into a quiet smile to herself.
That's ridiculous.
Olivia looks down, lost in the moment.
It's not.
Olivia suddenly realizes Brooke's there and hops up.
I gotta go.
It's been 15 minutes.
I'm boring myself. Not your fault. Same traumas next week?
She walks to the door, then stops. She walks back to the couch and hovers over it.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I was being weird trying to leave. Has anyone ever done that before?
You can live if you want. It's your apartment.
Olivia looks at the couch.
There's no pressure.
Olivia looks back at Brooke. Olivia nods. She studies Brooke's face and stands there for a moment. Then, she slowly starts heading towards the door again.
Just one thing before you go.
Yeah?
Just because you feel you can do certain things doesn't mean that's true. Just because at certain moments
in your past it's been true doesn't mean it's true now. You know.
What is that? What are you talking about? Don't power of positive bullshit me. I don't need to move. Living with my parents, it's fine. I was just hoping you... I don't know. I didn't want you telling me to make a major life change.
I'm sorry. I thought you were suggesting it, okay? And it's not power of positive anything, it's just true. You're capable of so much. You see through bullshit, and you're loyal anyway.
What is that? Are you complimenting me?
Let me just say two things. Be quiet for two things. You've survived hell. I'm sure you could survive moving or quitting a job or whatever new challenges life will bring.
Okay.
You're stronger than you think. I promise.
Oh God, please stop. I really don't know how to take compliments.
She scratches her head. She awkwardly does finger guns at her therapist.
You need to learn how to. And you need to trust yourself more. That's your homework. Okay?
Olivia, grimacing, nods, then slips out.